All right, so this is the world's most simple janky nitrous system. I've got the motorcycle system from Nitrous Express. It's strapped onto my vessel, ready to relocate. One solenoid here, one valve here. Right now, the way I currently have it wired up, I just have a button zip tied right here, and that opens the nitrous solenoid. I have a 6 horsepower jet in it. 6 horsepower doesn't sound like much, but in a vehicle like this, it's kind of significant. However, I'm not spraying it directly into the intake manifold or the intake. I'm spraying it through this hose straight down here into the air box. 2 reasons for doing that. I'm just trying to get a little more power, like 1 or 2 more horsepower, just enough to beat Vessel Power Sports in the Honda Bounty Hole. And my enriching circuit is very minimal. So all it's going to do to enrich is going to blow nitrous onto the air intake temperature sensor to trick the engine into thinking it's colder outside. When it's colder, there's more oxygen in the air, more dense air charge basically, and it enriches the fuel. So that's enrichment fuel right there. I also have the Vessel Power Sports O2 delete on here, which has a resistance value that also is, in theory, going to enrich the fuel a little bit. Yeah, so I don't really have an enrichment circuit. I'm just relying on the circuitry that's already there to kind of bump up the fuel mixture a little bit, to give me a little bit extra fuel to go with my little bit of extra oxidizer. That's what nitrous oxide is. It's more additional oxidizer to allow you to burn more fuel. Everyone thinks nitrous is a fuel. That's not true. It's an oxidizer. Oxidizing, it says it right there. So yeah, let's go ahead and leak check it and see what happens. I put this together in literally 5 minutes. Huh, no leaking. That's cool. So we got it opened up. Bottle pressure is probably totally wrong because it's kind of cold. Let's go ahead and look at what that spray pattern looks like before we go out and actually blow the motor up. So we've got it on, and we're gonna hit the button. Let's see. Whoa! Very small spray, that's what I want. So I've got a very tiny jet in here, the tiniest jet it came with. I did this a long time ago on a carbureted Foreman 500, and it didn't work out because I had way too big of a jet in it. All right, full throttle, here we go. Oh! Definitely gets to the rev limiter faster. Oh, that is too fun. All right, let's go home and put a bigger jet in it and see if we can blow it up. All right, 5th gear. So by the way, guys, there's no science here. I'm totally guessing what my mixture is. I think it's a little bit rich based on the O2 sensor voltage and stuff like that. Really have no idea what I'm doing here, so don't try this unless you have a bike you don't mind blowing up. So I had a 14 jet in there. We're going up to an 18 jet, which is actually a pretty large increase in spray amount. So the jet just goes right here on this kit into the solenoid. So we're going to torque that down. You don't have to go very tight with any of this stuff. And then we're going to go see what the spray pattern looks like and go try it again. Because I could feel it, but I want to really feel it. You know what I mean? I got to torque this down. This kind of moved on me. All right, no leaking. That's great. And then this little tiny nitrous kit just uses a line quick connect, this hard plastic line, because it's a very small kit. So now let's see what our spray pattern looks like with this bigger jet. Probably should warm the bottle up too, because as the bottle, you know, as you spray nitrous, everything cools down, your pressure kind of decreases. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah. All right, that's a lot better spray. Okay. It's a very tiny bottle, so I have to be careful not to waste it, because this is the only bottle I have to experiment with. I'm going to fill it up again one more time before King of Deep at Busco. Let's go test it out. All right, so I may have gone a little overboard and put a really big jet in here. So the first thing we tried was about a 5 horsepower spray. Now we're doing a 15 horsepower spray. That's what I'm talking about. I think I'm gonna leave it like that for the race. That feels really good. I just gotta wire up the window switch now so it does it all automatically. Oh yeah, it's cold. That is too funny. Now, of course, I'm not really getting a 15 horsepower hit of nitrous because I'm spraying it into the air box. I'm not spraying it directly in to the intake track. But this motor only makes like 20 horsepower. So whatever I am getting is definitely noticeable. Just to show you guys what that looks like again, let's go hit the button. Alright, I'm now doing a test to see how long I can spray nitrous with a 14 horsepower jet in there until the bottle runs out. That way I know how many runs I can do basically. Of course the pressure is going to drop. This tiny bottle doesn't have a gauge on it. I don't really care that much about exact. I just want to see when I can feel it drop off. So yeah, let's go ahead and see what we got left in the bottle. We've done a few passes already, but let's go ahead and spin the rest of it. Oh, that is cold. That is really cold. Oh, I can't even stand in front of it. Look at the ice. That's the moisture in the air condensing onto the nitrous line. Jeez! That is awesome. The line is freezing all the way up. This is actually really interesting. So I thought I ran out of nitrous here, but actually the line froze up, or the solenoid froze up. Moisture was getting in the system somewhere from the humidity in the air, and it caused a blockage. Very reminiscent of my days testing cryostats for IR sensors for certain things we can't talk about on YouTube. But anyway, very cool. The coolest thing about it, very cool, is that it's cooling down the air in my airbox. So even though I'm not really getting a huge amount of boost spraying it in the airbox, my ATV is going to run like it would on a cold winter day, whereas everyone else is going to be running, 90-degree air. Very neat. This test only cost me about $10, and yeah, I can definitely do 2 pulls at King of Deep on one 1-pound bottle. Very interesting, very fun test.